Correct guess, total eclipse. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another Liverpool stream, ladies and gentlemen, another Liverpool related stream, Habibis. We are here to do Liverpool player ratings so far this season. There are many things to talk about today. Every individual player, we're going to go through them. We're going to talk about all of these things, together. So stay tuned, Habibis. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single person watching us right now or on the replay, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Please keep getting involved in the chat. As you guys know, videos like this are very interactive. We want to hear your opinions, not just mine. So please do slap that like button. Do subscribe. Keep getting involved in the chat. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up my brothers. Big up Morton. Big up Skull. Big up Nico. Yo-Yo. Big up to you. Big up to MM. Big up to Hold That. Big up to Revenite. Big up to Patel. Big up to John Joe. Big up to Captain Sal. Big up to Total Eclipse, who actually guessed it right. Big up to everyone in the chat. Who else am I missing out? Big up to Hamza Khan. Big up to Connor the Red. Big up to PC Matt. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Joe as well for sending in a super chat already. We ain't even started the stream. Love Joe, man. Honestly, I want to say something. You guys' support humbles me more every single time. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, this is something that I could have only dreamt of, like 22,000 subscribers to watch a guy all the way from Jordan talk about football in a language that ain't even his first language. Honestly, your support continues to humble me every single time. Like, it's just, I don't even know what to say, man. You guys are just absolutely elite. And I swear to God, I genuinely am speechless sometimes by all the support you guys give me. Like, I don't even know what to say, wallahi. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Like, my man Joe just sent in a super chat. We ain't even started. Like, I haven't even started the show and he's already sent in a super chat. What an elite guy, man. You guys are all elite. You guys are genuinely all elite. You guys are all great people. And honestly, man, I don't even know what to say, man. You guys are incredible. You guys are phenomenal. And thank you guys so much for all your support. Thank you guys all for all the unbelievable support you've shown me. You guys have been absolutely incredible. And yeah, I don't even honestly, I don't even know what to say. You guys are just absolutely elite. And thank you all so much for your unreal support. Big up to you guys, man. You guys are incredible. Big up to Joe, who says, how is Gravenberg great? Better than McAllister? How? I've seen mistakes that cost games. Little is over hyping Andre. He's not a 6. We need a destroyer, a SOB in the 6. And we've seen how key the role is. Oh, 100%. 100%. Of course, your vote counts, Wolves FI. Come on. This is a channel for everyone. You think just because you're a rival, you can't chime in? You can always chime in. You know what it is? I'm going to be honest with you, my brother. I really believe, and I'm going to just be completely honest with you right now. I think, and I'm just being completely honest, like, I genuinely think that right now, McAllister is kind of getting scapegoated, like, on a real. I think we're actually scapegoating McAllister right now. And the reason why I say that is I don't think it's McAllister's fault that he's playing in this position. I don't think it's McAllister's fault that he's playing in position. Remember, he didn't decide to be here. He did not decide to be here. I'm going to be so real with you, so honest. You know me, I'm very objective, Joe. He didn't sign for Liverpool Football Club to be the starting DM. This isn't the role he's supposed to play. Why are we scapegoating him? Why are we blaming him? Why are we sat here going like, oh, McAllister this, McAllister that? Okay, I agree with you. Let's put it this way, Joe. Has McAllister played well? No, I don't think he's played unbelievable or anything so far this season. He's had a few good games, had a few shaky games. The Wolves game, I thought he was bad, but he was in Bolivia literally like 48 hours before the game. And games after that, he's been underwhelming. So, okay, like, he hasn't been the best. I agree with that completely. But the reality is, for me, I'm just being completely honest. The reality is, you guys, he's not a DM. He is someone who should be playing in the 8. And your super chat actually addresses the reason why I defend McAllister. It's because there's a proper DM. We unleash McAllister. I need a DM, I need McAllister, and I need Soberslai. That midfield 3 has dynamism, it has balance. Remember, there's a word we always say, there's a word we always use, and that's balance, that's dynamism, that's stuff like that. And it's just the reality. It's just the reality. And we don't have that balance right now. Big up to you, Joe. And let me tell you right now, if we don't strengthen in January, problems will happen. Big up to Abu Bakr, says Robertson injured Sam. Thank you so much, Abu Bakr, for the super chat, first of all. Second of all, we all wish Robertson a speedy recovery. Third of all, you know, it's bad news for us. And it's funny because I was talking to Tom Little on the call-in show. I told him, guys, we need to stop living in utopia. Injuries do happen. Now, do I believe in Tsimikas? Yeah, I believe in Tsimikas. I don't think Tsimikas is as bad as people make out. I think we could even play Joe Gomez left back. So I don't necessarily think it's the end of the world. But the most important thing is Robertson gets back and he's healthy and he recovers well. That's what we need for our team. That's what we need for our squad. And if we want to have a squad that competes on all fronts, on all situations, stuff like that, then we definitely need to do that. So for me, it's just about consistent improvement. It's about improvement all around, and that's something what we need to do, Abu Bakr. And I hope he recovers well. And I think we should play Gomez left back. Anyway, before I get to the tier list, big up to Joe, big up to Abu Bakr. I want you to all interact in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. Make sure you're all liking the video right now. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single person watching us right now, please do hit that like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so right now. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Keep getting involved in the chat. And let me share the screen so we can get this party started because we've got so many players to rate. So these are the tiers I have decided to create for today's player ratings. Now, what I have decided on is we can't be having everyone in the A-star category. So we're going to have 2-3 players in the A-star category max. And then after that, it's going to be A, B+, B's, C, stuff like that, D's and F's. So yeah, we'll speak on it. I'll tell you my honest opinions on who I think has been the best player of this season, etc., etc., etc. So there's a lot for us to discuss. So stay tuned. And look, let me just get this out of the way so I can feel where's the other one? Yes, so I can feel good about myself. There are 3 players I'm gonna be putting in the A-star category, right? Let me start off. Who do you guys say, and this is why I want you to get involved in the chat, who has been Liverpool's best player this season? Right now, you guys know how we do it on This Is Football. No life stories, no paragraph. Who's been Liverpool's best player? Straight up, who's been our best player this season? Big up to Abu Bakr, says, good news for Sam Sir Jim Ratcliffe to the rescue. You know what that means, Abu Bakr? Last 2 times I jinxed it. People in the chat will tell you right now. I jinxed it last time. I'll be honest with you, Akhi, last time I jinxed it. I said, thank you, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Next day, Qatar were linked again. So I'm like, nope, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm going to be quiet, okay? And I'm going to let it happen. If they don't buy Manchester United, Sheikh, please call me. Call me, Sheikh, and I'm going to get this Liverpool thing sorted for you. Big up to you, Abu Bakr, man. Thank you for the super chat. Red Line of Teranga says, A-star, Alisson, Salah, and Szoboszlai, in my opinion. Red Line of Teranga, we may agree or disagree. Stay tuned to find out, Habibi, and thank you for the super chat. Love you, Red Line of Teranga, man. So let's see what the comments are saying. So Patel is saying Salah, Connor is saying Salah, Revanite Salah, Parth Salah, Yo-Yo says Mo, Ali, Mo, and Szoboszlai. Nope, you have to choose one, Nico. Who's the best player? Salah says Clays. Salah says Steven Gerrard. You have to choose one. Guillermo says Szoboszlai. Football for All says Mo Salah. Rafikov, you also have to choose one. Szoboszlai says Captain Sal. You guys have to choose one. Big up to Wolves FI, who says Mo Salah, and he's been creative. He's even been more impressive than his goals. Wolves FI, I'm address this in a second. Stay tuned. Martin says Salah. Banana says Alisson. Here to there says big up to you. Here to there. He says Salah, of course. You have to choose one. Guys, don't repeat comments. Don't worry, I will read them. Muna says Salah. Chat Sport says Salah. TM says Mo. Abu Bakr says Mo. LFC for the dub says Mo. Best is Mo. Mo says Siabonga. LRFC, is that you, Fuzzy? Big up to you, Mo. And here's the thing. Number one, I actually agree with most of the comments. And there's only one guy that has got to be number one, and that's none other than the Egyptian king, Mo Salah. I'll tell you exactly why now, because I always like to explain myself. The reality is, you guys, This is the reality when it comes to Mo. People always, and by the way, I'm gonna call out someone now real quick, Micah Richards. You know what I don't like? You know what gives me like you know, I know this is mostly like, you know, women do this in relationships, but I'm gonna say this in terms of football. You know what gives me the football ick is when people have 2017 opinions in 2023. Micah Richards, you're coming up here and you're telling me Mo Salah doesn't do anything other than score goals. I want to understand something. Why do people's opinions don't change when given new information? Let us all say something quickly. Many of you say, Hussam, you have an Endo agenda. Let's say these next 5 games, Endo drops a 10 out of 10 every game, wins man of the match. Am I still going to say Endo's crap? No, I won't. I would sit up here, I would say, guys, Endo's played really well these last 5 games. My problem is, people are stuck in the past. Was Mo Salah an elite goal scorer and okay at other things in the past? Yes. But there is no way you watch this version of Mo Salah and you say he's just a goal scorer. That is an expired opinion in my opinion. Expired opinion. By the way, earlier on when I asked who's Liverpool's best player, Wolves fan, Wolves FI said Mo Salah's creativity has been more impressive than even his goals. By the way, Mo Salah, 2 of his goals have been penalties. He's actually been creating so many opportunities for the chance, for the team, sorry. This guy has 9 big chances created in 8 games. Essentially, he's creating a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity every single game. And we're sat up here going like, oh, Mo Salah is just a goal scorer. But why don't you upgrade your opinions when given new information? This is what I don't understand. So Mo Salah was criticized his whole life. Oh, he's just a goal scorer. He doesn't create. He starts creating and he creates big opportunities for the team. And you're still telling me he's just a goal scorer. Okay, then we should just go back to playing him up top, let him bang in 30 goals and screw the haters. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just open my mind, the pass versus Diaz versus Chelsea for Diaz. The wrongfully offside goal ruled off for Diaz against Spurs. The pass just before halftime for Diaz against Spurs. Like, I could just go on and on and on. The Trivela cross into Darwin Núñez against Villa. I keep naming you every single chance he's created this season. It's been unreal how many big chances he's created. And we're sat here going like, oh my God, he's just a goal scorer. Like, what is actually wrong with Micah Richards? It's just unbelievable. And by the way, I agree with this. Someone said, spoken about the contract, red line. Me and you agree a lot, by the way. He should be offered a new contract because he's not showing any signs of slowing down. Facts. Anyway, so yeah, that's my opinion on Mo Salah. And of course, there's the guy that it's just at this point, you know, this guy, I'll be honest with you. If I speak on Alisson Becker, like if I speak on Alisson Becker for the next 15 minutes, I still wouldn't do him any justice. I actually wouldn't do Alisson Becker any justice. Chat, how much would you rate Alisson Becker? Let me know in the chat. A star, A, B plus, let me know. Like, I will not do Alisson Becker any justice, even if I speak about him for half an hour straight. This guy's a cheat code at this point. He made a mistake against Brighton. Okay, and he's the best keeper in the whole world. How many times has he saved us this season? Tottenham Hotspur. Any other goalkeeper were down 4-1 before the Matip own goal happened. Like, let's all sit up here and recognize what's actually happening on the football pitch. Alisson Becker, I'm so sorry, he's just been the best goalkeeper on earth. You can shove your Courtois, you can shove whoever you want. That's why I have him in the A-star category. There's a reason why I have him in the A-star category. Right there, next to Mo. A-star. For good reason. That Newcastle save from Almiron, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous goalkeeper. And rightfully so, the best goalkeeper in the world. 100%. 100%. Now, we move on to the final guy in the A-star category. And make no mistake, I actually thought about this, but I think he deserves it 100%. I'll show you why. The final guy that's going to be included in this right here, I don't know who the hell cut these pictures, by the way, but this is the best tier list I could find. I'm trying to find out where the hell my guy is. Man like Dominic. I would think this is him. I don't know why half his head is cut off. But yeah, I think that's Soberslay. Yeah, that's probably Soberslay. Yep, that's Soberslay. So I don't know whoever the hell cut that image right there has a problem. You know, Szoboszlai is in the A-star category. People might say this is biased because he's just a massive improvement on Endo, but I don't even think it's that. I'm just talking about strictly his performances on the football pitch. This is not your time, Habibi. What is this? Anyway, with Dominic Szoboszlai, it's not just the fact that he's an upgrade on Henderson or whatever. Like, it's the fact that he's actually delivering on the football pitch. This guy is delivering for us. There's a stat that came out. He's the guy that ran the most. Should have had an assist against Brighton. Gravenberch should have taken his opportunity. The reality is, Szoboszlai from Henderson is a bigger upgrade than going from a bicycle to a Ferrari. You guys, like, I don't think you guys understand how much of an upgrade it is. That right-hand side has now become deadly because Dominic Szoboszlai exists. Dominic Szoboszlai exists for a good reason. Dominic Szoboszlai is in most people's Premier League team of the season, even non-Liverpool fans. Usually the midfield three is Rice, Maddison, and Szoboszlai. That's what people do. So for me, Szoboszlai has been unbelievable this season, and I completely agree. That's why I told him, hold tight, red line of Teranga. I completely agree with you. The A stars are Alisson, Salah, and Szoboszlai, and this is 100%. All three players have been by far our three best players this season. Our three best players this season, and I don't think it's a debate. I really don't. I really don't. And speaking of, big up everyone in the chat. There's 130 people in here. Big up to Red Line of Teranga. Big up to Abu Bakr. Big up to Joe for the super chats. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing, guys. Every like helps the channel out. Everyone right now, like the video. Subscribe to This Is Football. Big up to everyone who sends in a super chat. Keep getting involved in the chat. As I told you, this is going to be a very interactive video, inshallah. So I want you to run the likes up. Come on, hit that like button. We have 150 people in here almost. We ain't even on 50 likes yet. So like, subscribe right now, Habibis. Let's get those likes up now. So these are the things that we all agree on. I think most of the fan base would say Alisson, Szoboszlai, and Salah are in the A-star category. The rest is where some of you guys might hate me. Now, now, let's get back to the rankings, guys. Next up on the list, I'm sorry, I don't even know who this is. Adrian, I'm going to put him in F just because he's Adrian, and no one can do anything about it. Now, Caoimhín Kelleher. Now, Caoimhín Kelleher is not a player that's been phenomenal or anything. I don't think we want to spend our time, but he played well versus Lask. But I don't think we have enough sample size, so I'm going to just put him in the, if you would like, B category. He's done well when he's played, etc., etc., etc. So I'm not going to say anything wild. Yes, Wolves FI, our next run is an easy run, 100%. I agree with that. So I'm putting Kelleher in the B category. Adrian's going to be an F, even though he didn't play, just because he's Adrian. Now, next up, man like Del Kwanzaa. Chat, you tell me which category you're putting Kwanzaa in. It's not A-star, in my opinion. So the categories, just so you guys are aware again, by the way, this is Szoboszlai. The guy photoshopped half him for some reason. A-star, A, B+, B, C, D, and F. Who are you putting? Where are you putting Kwanzaa? I want to hear you guys' opinions in the chat. Get involved. Connor says A. Captain Sal says A. B+, A at best, B+. So the argument is also what I'm arguing in my head right now. Is it a B+ or is it an A? Now, when we're doing player ratings like this, we also have to think of what was my expectation of the player pre the season started. Now, the reality is with Kwanzaa, our expectation of Kwanzaa was for him to be 5th choice centre back, play a couple of Europa League games and keep it stepping. But the reality is Kwanzaa has played really well for us and he's exceeded expectations. And you could honestly say he's probably been our second best, third best centre back this season. So for me, I'm just thinking in my head either B+ or A. But I think it was other people as well, Fozzy and TM. Because we need a bigger sample size, I'm going to put Kwanzaa in the B+ category. I don't think he's ready for an A yet. So far, very good, but we need a bigger sample size. We need something more to judge him on. So I'm putting him in the B plus category. I think that's completely fair. I think that's objective. That's not me being negative or anything. You can't even label that at me. So I'm just gonna go B plus for Kwanzaa. I think, you know, once we get a bigger sample size, once we get a sample size that's a bit stronger, we can actually, you know, sit up here and we can maybe give him a higher, if you would like, ranking. But so far, so good. Nothing to complain about. But in my opinion, I think B plus is a fair rating for where Kwanzaa has been this season. Now, next up, Joseph Gomez. Joey G. Where are you guys putting Joey G? Tell me where you're putting Joey G. Infamously known last season as Ice Spice. Where are you putting him? I want to hear you guys' opinions. I'm waiting for the chat to let me know, because I don't want to be too harsh on the guy as well. You cannot say F. Come on, man. Behave. Many people saying B. Tell them who Dani. Like and subscribe. Many people saying B. Based on expectations this season, based on what I thought headed into the season, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Joe Gomez was done out here. And based on what he's done this season, and the fact that he's actually been one of our better defenders, I'm putting Joe Gomez in the B plus category. Now, many people of you may be thinking, Hussam, you're crazy. How are you putting him in B plus? I said a part of this is, of course, what you expected heading into the season. What did we expect of Joe Gomez? We thought Joe Gomez was going to be backup right back, fourth choice center back at best, etc., etc., etc. Guys come in. He's played really well for us. I think he's actually been solid in most of the games. He hasn't cost us any points in any games, which he did last season. I think B plus is a fair rating. I'm not going to go as far as an A or an A star or anything like that, but I think B plus is a fair rating. Even though I'm one of the guys who criticized Joe Gomez last season, I'm not going to be like Micah Richards, because Micah Richards forms his opinions based on old opinions. I'm going to form my opinion based on new data, what we've seen in the first 8, 9, 10 games. And I can't even criticize Joe Gomez for any of his performances. I don't even think he's done badly in any of the games. I'm going to be honest with you. So for me, I think B plus is a fair rating. And now next up, next center back, man like Joel Matip. Where are you guys putting Joel Matip? Let me know. JM, where are we putting Matip? Is he as good as Gomez and Kwanzaa? Is he not? Should he be a tier below? Should he be a tier above? Connor saying A, Captain Sal saying B, Ryan saying B plus, B plus, B, B plus. I kind of like Connor. I don't know what you're smoking, talking about A. Relax, brother. B, B plus, B, B, B plus, A. B minus don't exist. Big up my guy, Almond. Really, you thought Gomez was bad against Union? I mean, we kept a clean sheet. I don't think he was bad against Spurs. That's unfair. Or Wolves, by the way. Brighton, he was bad. I agree with Brighton. Now, with Joel Matip. Remember how I said expectations play a massive role? Joel Matip was in the Joe Gomez category for me. I thought he was done out here. We were talking about selling him in the summer. Guy came in, has had a few solid performances. He scored an own goal against Spurs in the last minute. So I might take away a few points for that. That's why I'm not going to go as far as an A. But I think it is very fair and objective to give Joel Matip a B+. I think these three centre-backs, for me, have been mostly good at most levels. And this is where I'm going to give Mike Das a shout-out. I don't think the centre-backs getting attacked this much is their fault. I mean, against Brighton, both us and them created as many opportunities. Most of the games, we switch up tactically in the second half and become better. I think for me, it's a tactical and a personnel thing. because we don't have a DM in front of them who could, you know, destroy the attacks if you would like. I think B plus is very fair. I think B plus is very fair, and I think B plus is good based on their performances this season. Now there's two centre backs left. Once again, I'm not gonna rate Pitaluga here because he hasn't played. Konate, Ibrahima Konate. Now, Ibrahima Konate this season. By the way, we've kept one clean sheet this season. It was with Gomez and Matip. Yeah, I have heard of the Robertson injury. We wish him a speedy recovery. Hope he's well, 100%. Never want any player to be injured. Ibrahima Konate. Thing is, Ibrahima Konate, guys, you see, once again, there is a base level of expectation for any player we're going to rank this season, right? Any player we're going to rank this season, there is a base level of expectation. What am I expecting of said player? Before the season started, I was talking about Konate being better than Saliba. Now, I know he got injured a couple of games and stuff, but for me, even when he's played, I don't think he's looked solid. I don't think he's looked as good as Gomez and Matip, which is bad for Konate, because Konate, some people look at him as even our best defender in the whole team. So he has been below expectations. That's the thing. So B plus is too far. C is too far. I think the fairest rating is probably a B. I'm going to give him a B. He's not bad. He's not amazing. He's just been a B. You know, had a couple of bad performances, couple of good performances. You know, so for me, I'm going to put him B. So that's what I think with him. B is probably the fairest I could go. And the final centre back, as you can see, the captain's armband is the indicator. I don't know why the hell he photoshopped their faces like this. I have no idea. Guy decided to hide 3/4 of the guys' faces. But anyway, man like Virgil van Dijk, El Capitan. Where are you putting Virgil? I can't lie to you. I have an unpopular opinion. I think based on expectation, Virgil has been our worst centre back. I'm sorry. I love Virg. Someone said it. Someone got to say it. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I cannot give Virgil van Dijk a star or an A or a B plus. I can't. I'm thinking between two categories, a B and a C, because there is a base level of expectation. Captaincy, you got it. Performances do not reflect the true level of Virgil van Dijk. Red line of Taranga, that's because you know ball. I think Gomez and Matip have been better than Van Dijk and Konate. And based on that logic, I'm not going to sit up here and do too much. I'm not going to sit up here and, you know, give the guy a bad rating. So I'm going to just give him a B. I think he slots in nicely there next to Konate. I think both of them kind of similar levels. You know, maybe one guy a little bit better than the other, but I cannot say that they're on the same level of Gomez and Matip this season. I think Gomez and Matip both, you know, have played better, in my opinion, in that centre-back role, and Gomez as well as a right-back. So for me, I'm going Virgil van Dijk a B. I'm not going to go too harsh. And speaking of going too harsh, Costas. Oh my God. Costas Tsimikas.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Costas Tsimikas. Man like Costas. Where are we putting Costas, bro? Oh my God, man. Man like Tsimikas. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Oh Lord. I'll be honest with you. I'm a liar if I even make him pass. It's an F, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's an F. I'm so sorry. He's been dreadful when he's played this season. I don't even think he's been okay. I don't even think he's been average. I don't even think he's been below par. I think he's just been absolutely crap this year. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I cannot give Simicast higher than enough. I'm so sorry. Everyone in the chat knows me. They know I'm a massive fan of Simicast. They know I love him, but I cannot give Simicast higher than enough. I'm actually sorry. Like, I genuinely can't. I genuinely can't. I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, the Europa League games, the Carabao Cup games, Simicast, I'm gonna be honest with you, this season, nope. Nope. And I'm saying this as a Simicast fan. People on Twitter tag me whenever Simicast has a bad game because I'm a Simicast fan. I'm a Simicast guy. But I cannot give Simicast higher than enough. I'm gonna be so sorry. Be so honest with you. So honest with you. And finally, last defender, Andy Robertson. Now, first of all, we wish him a speedy recovery. Number one. Number two, comments. Talk to me. How much are you rating Robertson at? I am a Simicast fan. I wanted them to play last season. Now tell me. B, you're smoking. You're smoking if you're saying B. I'm thinking between C and D, chat. I'm going to be so honest with you. I cannot give him a rating higher than C. I can't. So sorry. First of all, that moment alone versus Brighton, the fact that you ducked across. Oh, yeah. Where's Trent, by the way? Where's half Trent? Oh, this is half Trent. Sorry, my bad. Half Trent right here. We still have Trent to go. Robertson. It's either a C or a D. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way 100. I cannot sit up here and give him a higher rating. Listen, man. Just say it as it is. I'm going to be nice. I wish him a speedy recovery. But that Brighton thing alone gives him a C right there. I'm so sorry. I cannot go higher than C. I cannot go higher than C. Maximum I will give you is you passed. That's it. I'm not. I genuinely cannot give you a single thing because that like here's the thing. I will excuse players making mistakes, as you guys have seen on the list. I've been fair. Even people in the chat have been going like, Hussam, you've been fair. But I cannot excuse a lack of bravery. The fact that he ducked across, nope. Sorry, I can't. I generally can't give you higher than a C. I know he scored a goal against Wolves, and fair enough. But if I'm looking at overall this season, positioning, stuff like that, he gets a C for me. He gets a C. Next up, Trent Alexander-Arnold, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we putting Trentino? Now, I'll be honest with you. I've been really impressed with Trent this season. And I've been actually more impressed with him defensively than I've been offensively. I mean, that Brighton game, we spoke about it in the match reaction. I spoke about it with Tom Little. He actually locked up Mitoma. And then Joe Gomez came on, who's supposed to be the defensive guy. And he kind of got cooked by Mitoma. So with Trent, I think he deserves a higher rating. But let me know your opinions, chat. I think I'm looking at a B or a B+. I am not going to give him lower than a B. B is the least I'm going. He was solid against Chelsea. One of the best players against Villa. Against Brighton, locked up Mitoma. And he's been injured as well. So it's not like you can rate him based on what he's played. Adrian is F because I just hate Adrian. I think I agree with Almond and with Fozzy in the chat. I'm going to give Trent a B+. Once again, this is 3/4 Trent. Whoever like cut these guys' faces, I don't know what he's doing. So I'm putting Trent in the B+ category. I think going forward, the more we play Trent, the better we will be. And Simicast has been so bad that despite me wanting Simicast to start in previous years, that I would rather play Joe Gomez left back. So for me, this right here is so far, I've already given the 3 A stars and we've rated the whole defense. Allison and Kelleher, A star B. Kwanzaa, Gomez, and Matip, based on expectations, are a B+. Trent as well, a B+. Konate and Van Dijk are a B. Robertson are C. And Simicast sitting right next to Adrian in that F category. So that, for me, is the ratings so far for our defense. Now we're gonna head into midfield before we go to our forward line. Everyone in the chat, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, it helps the channel out. It really helps the channel out whenever you guys like the video, whenever you guys subscribe, whenever you guys share. Big up to Redline of Tiranga. Big up to Abu Bakr. Big up to Joe for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, keep getting involved. We want to get to 100 likes as quick as possible. So run the likes up, subscribe, get involved in the chat. This is a very interactive video, as you guys can see. Next up, I don't think it's fair to rate Bajcetic or Thiago because one guy hasn't played enough, one guy hasn't played to begin with. I'm going to keep this guy for a little bit later because you guys can't wait for his rating. I know how you guys move. So, new signing, Ryan Gravenberch. Talk to me your opinion on Ryan Gravenberch and your rating. This one, I actually want to hear opinions too. I don't want to hear just a rating. I want to hear opinions too, because I think against Brighton, if we're going to go based on recent games that we've watched, against Brighton, should have scored. But other than that, everything he done on the pitch, he done well. Like, he done all the stuff that you would expect a midfielder to do. Now, there is no excuse. There is no excuse that he didn't score. It's a tap-in. He should have scored at 100%. But if I'm talking about performances on the football pitch as a midfielder, I cannot give him a bad rating. I can't. I'm questioning in my mind whether to give him an A or a B+. That's not the honest question I'm asking in my mind. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at it right now. I think he's played well in the Europa League. I think he's played well in the chances he's had in the Premier League. He should have scored, but the technician, that's Gravenberch, the ability that he has on the pitch, what he's doing on the pitch for me, I think it earns him a B+. And I completely agree with Shakil here. Completely agree. When he played, he has done well. Nothing amazing, but with a run of games, he can only get better. And I think that's a great analysis right there. And that's why I'm sticking Gravenberch in the B+ category. I think that is completely fair. I think that is completely honest. No, not too much, not too high, not too low. B+, I think for me, is a solid rating to give Gravenberch. 100% agree with Fozzy here. B+ it is. Now, next up, Harvey Elliott. Oh, Lord. Harvey. This one, I would want an explanation from you too. Is it Klopp's fault for playing him in midfield? Has he been that bad? Has he been that good? Where would you rank him? Honestly, personally, I think he was dreadful against Brighton. Now, if I look at overall the season when he's played, has he been dreadful in all the games? No, he hasn't been. It's not like he's been crap every single game. Do I think he's been as bad as an F? No. Do I think he's like been crap? No. I'm gonna be honest with you. By the way, this is so facts. Elliott when he comes on, A+. Elliott when he starts, F. This is factual. Elliott from the bench for God knows what reason is good. God knows what reason. Like every time he comes off the bench, he plays well. And then you see him start and you're like, who the hell is this guy? Like, that's not the Harvey I know type thing. So I don't know, man. I genuinely just don't know. I think Almond, by the way, is that Shane Almond? Big up to you, Shane. Shane, by the way, you said we don't speak about Liverpool, and I've tried to get us involved in Al Ahwa and A-listers and all the panel shows. So I listen to my subscribers. I think I'm agree with Mona here and Patel. And even Shane, because what he said is true. A+ when he comes off the bench, F when he starts. In the middle, I think the fair ranking you could give him is a C, right there next to Robertson. I don't think he could be any higher than a C. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Even based on expectations, I don't think he's done well at all. At all, I don't think he's done well. For me, like C is probably as objective and as honest as I can be. As objective and honest as I can be. And I'll be honest with you, if we go any higher than that, it's too much. And if we go any lower than that, it's too much. C is probably where it's at. You know, you pass, my brother. Next up, Alexis McAllister. When I first started the video, let me even full screen myself. When I first started the video, I said Alexis is being scapegoated. I don't want to influence your opinions. You guys let me know your opinions. You guys tell me your opinions. Alexis McAllister. And remember, this is player ratings for the whole season. This is not just based on Brighton or Wolves. The other games, in my opinion, he hasn't done badly. Now, shall we blame Klopp for where he's played? Or shall we blame him for how he's played? Let's be real now. Alexis McAllister, I said he's been scapegoated early on. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, he's been poor in certain games, but he's also been good in certain games. Like, it's just, I don't know what to say, man. Like, he plays in DM, though. Like, think about it. If I told you before the season started, we're going to play McAllister DM. Remember when he first signed McAllister? When we first signed McAllister and Szoboszlai, the entire fan base thought McAllister on the left, Szoboszlai on the right. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the ultimate reality. We all thought Szoboszlai going to play on the RCM, McAllister going to play LCM. That's what... We haven't even seen McAllister play LCM to begin with. We haven't even seen it. We haven't even seen him play there. I think the people who are saying C's and D's have a lot of recency bias because of the Brighton game. Other than the Brighton game and the first half against Wolves, he's been very good for us in the rest of the games. Like, we've given him plenty of credit. Remember the assist to Darwin Núñez as well? Like, he's being wasted in that position, and I don't necessarily even think it's his fault because he's not a DM. So based on that, if I take... Chat, give me... You know what, chat? Forget explanations. Give me a ranking. Give me a letter ranking right now. If I would say... let me hear your rankings first before giving my ranking. Because... like, if I have to include the fact that he's playing out of position, his bad games against Brighton and Wolves, now the other good games, if I'm being, and I completely agree with the chat here, if I'm being fair and objective, I think B is fair. I cannot go lower than B, you guys. I'm so sorry. Because if I give him a C, then I'm basically absolving Klopp of any blame of playing him outside his position. So for me, I think B is fair. B is fair. I'm so sorry. I think B is fair. He's being played out of his position. It's not fully his fault, you know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, yeah, that's my honest opinion. Big up to BIG who sends in a super chat. Big up to you, BIG. Thank you for your support. He says, with Robo injured, I do like your Gomez suggestion. Everyone laughs at me. You see, let me tell you how you can become smart. Become like Red Lion of Tiranga. Red Lion of Tiranga doesn't laugh at me anymore. He actually listens and he goes like, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He ain't just making up stuff. I said from the beginning, isn't the whole point of inverting a fullback that the other fullback needs to be more defensive? Let's look at it throughout history. Kyle Walker, forward thinking, Ake, centre back playing left back. Ben White is a centre back playing right back, and Zinchenko inverts. It's only with us where it's a left back who's playing left wing back and Trent inverting. So obviously there will never be balance. That's why for me, Gomez playing left back has always made sense. Because when we're defending, we'd go with a 3 at the back system, which actually, when you think about it, just think about it, makes 100 times more sense. If you play Gomez left back, in offensive situations, he becomes the 3rd centre back. Isn't that the whole point of the inverted system? That's the whole point of it. So for me, I always think before I say stuff, BIG on big YouTube. But big up to you, BIG. Thanks so much for the super chat. Guys, get the likes up. Let me check our like count because there's 140 people in here. We need more likes, you guys. Yalla, hit that like button. Speaking of BIG, big up to BIG. Big up to Red Line of Teranga. Big up to Abu Bakr. Big up to Joe for the super chats. Guys, we are 30 likes away from 100 likes. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Everyone right now, hit that like button and subscribe. And I once again actually agree with Almond. I don't think Kwanzaa can play left back. Get the likes up, you guys, and subscribe. Now, who's next on the list? Next on the list, Curtis Jones. I think, I'm going to be honest with you, you know, with Curtis Jones, tell them, Manuel, tell them. Everyone liked the video. Tell me your thoughts on Curtis Jones so far this season. I think there's only one correct rating, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. And as you guys can see, most of you guys have said so far, I've been fair. And I'm going to continue to be fair. I'm going to continue to be objective. You guys are smoking, talking about A. Are you mad? Ain't no way, A. Ain't no way, A. Saudis paying money to R9 while... Who's R9 you're talking about, Billy? Billy, you know what it is? If I ever like create the other channel, I would speak a bit more political on there. But right here, I cannot do it. And you know why exactly I cannot do it. But you know I'm on the right side of history. Big up to you, Billy. I'll be honest with you. And I've been objective and fair throughout. I think Curtis Jones deserves a D. I think he's been completely overrated this season. I think Curtis Jones has been... I don't even think he's been good. I think Kurdish has been right of everything he's said on Curtis Jones. I don't even think he's good enough. I'm going to be so honest with you. I think we need to move him on the summer. We need to move him in January. I just think he's been absolutely dreadful. I think he's been a D. I don't even think he's been better than Harvey Elliott. And this is just me being completely honest and objective. It just gets to the stage with this guy where I just don't think he's good enough. People think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm actually going to give him a D. And for me, Stike got you. Of course he gets an A. Of course he gets an A, you bozos. I had Curtis Jones in my top 5 players this season. And for me, you guys need to understand something. I'm the opposite of Micah Richards. With new information, I'm always willing to give you new opinions. Always. Happily would give anyone new opinions with new information. The new information we have received is that Curtis Jones has been playing well this season. I cannot say a single bad word about Curtis Jones this year. And what has been my biggest problem with Curtis Jones? What has been neither waves? What has been my biggest problem with Curtis Jones? My biggest problem with Curtis Jones has been in the past, too much dribbling, doesn't release the ball quickly. What's Curtis Jones been doing now? Presses, releases the ball quickly, does what he's supposed to do. Sometimes he has that old Curtis comeback where he takes too long to make a decision. But most of the times he makes his decision quickly. And I think outside Salah, Alisson, and Szoboszlai, he's been one of our better players this season. And dare I say it, we actually miss Curtis Jones. Joe Gomez waves. We actually miss Curtis Jones, dare I say it. And he shouldn't have been sent off. I stick by that opinion. And final midfielder before we get to the forward line. Now, you know what? You guys have seen so far. I've given Curtis an A. I've been so... I cannot be more objective than this. Now, I want you all to be as objective as possible. Endo, you have to be honest. You all I've been honest so far this video. Now you cannot lie to me in the chat. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let the chat speak. I'm going to drink me some water. I'm going to drink me some coffee. I'm going to let you speak on Endo. I ain't even going to say nothing. You know, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to let you guys decide. Just say it as it is. You know, I've given Tsimikas, who's one of my guys, an F. You know, by the way, I'm not even letting Super Chats edit the list. But the only way I would let you put Endo in A star for like a £20 thing, because I cannot stand it. Now, I'm just sat here listening to you guys this chat. Now, I've been objective throughout the video. Not done a single agenda. So you cannot come up here and tell me, oh my God, you're so biased, Hussam. I just gave Curtis Jones an A, and he deserves it. I gave Salah a star, and he deserves it. I gave Tsimikas an F, and he deserves it. Now, if I am being completely honest and objective, the fact that Endo is not starting shows me that it's not just me who's the problem. Endo's the problem because Klopp ain't even playing him. So let me take a step back now. Now, those 45 minutes against Leicester in the second half is the reason why he isn't an F. But I think he goes in D. The fact that Curtis Jones was out. He was out for the Brighton game. and he decided to go with Harvey Elliott over Endo, shows me that Endo is simply not delivering in training. The only good game he's had, by the way, last cleanse, Europa League, he stank it up. Let's not forget now. I'm being completely honest here because we have to criticize who deserves criticism. I've given credit to the players and I've criticized who deserves criticism. The only reason why Endo is not in the F is the 45 minutes against Leicester. And let me tell you why I disagree with people who tell me are going to improve. Because I saw Fuzzy saying that. I saw Lauren, obviously, the golfer, tell me I'm being too harsh. Here's the reality. That's me just being real. You know the issue? Let me tell you the issue. The issue is as follows. A 31-year-old, we keep saying he's going to improve, he's going to improve, he's going to improve. Unless you're a special player like an Alisson or like a Mo Salah or like a Benzema, you cannot improve at 31. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At 31, all his foundational football skills have been already, like, this is him now. There's no such thing as improve, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's 31, you guys. It's not like he's going to be... And by the way, you know what the biggest problem with Endo is? Physical attributes. It's not even something he could improve on. It's not like Endo could wake up tomorrow and become faster. He could become stronger if he becomes built like Adama Traore, fair enough. But it's not like he can wake up and be faster or be stronger or anything. This is who he is. This is who he is. That's not who told us to buy him then. So when I did that video, I knew exactly what I was talking about. Had we signed Caicedo, we'd be top of the league right now. That's the thing. Yeah, no, but that's the problem then, Fozzy. You see what you're saying right there? You're saying the league is too fast for him. He needs to understand it. So how is he going to fix that problem? Yalla, tell me. Tell me, Sahib. Scour on, Fozzy. Tell me, huh? Tell me. You and Lauren, since you're defending Endo, tell me how is he going to wake up tomorrow and become faster, Akhi? I swear, I'm just being honest. Is he going to wake up tomorrow and have biceps and be fast as shit? Like, that's not going to happen. He's not going to wake up and be quick as fuck. Like, let us be real, you guys. Let us be real. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, I don't even think the Liverpool inhalers would make him quicker, Ravenite. I'll give him until December. Okay, Lauren. Okay, give him, and then December you'd come tell me give him till the end of the season. Come on, man. You guys, we've been watching football for too long, man. I know what I'm talking about. Listen, D is fair. Just completely honest. D is fair. Anyway, so we've finished the midfield. We finished the center backs. Everyone in the chat, please don't forget to hit the like button as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Get involved in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Keep letting me know your opinions. Keep letting me know your thoughts. Because we're about to move on to the forwards. Big up to Billy, but big up to Red Line of Teranga, big up to Abu Bakr and Joe Cavalier for the super chats. I'm truly humbled by you guys' support, even during the international break. Everyone right now, like, subscribe, and let's head to the forward line. Forward line. Let's go with Tom Little first. Man like Ben Doak. Where are you putting Tom Little this season? What's the rating for Ben Doak? Let me know. Yes, he was better than Endo. Don't even go there. Ben Doak. Oh, Lauren. Oh, that's so cute. And he's still shit, even when they're here now. With Ben Doak, still a youngster. Not even much to say, to be honest with you. Still a youngster. Still a player that's developing. Still a player that's going to get better, that will keep improving. But for me, I'm not going to go as far as D because he's a youngster, so there's a age tax. I'm just giving him a C. Like, he's just been okay, and he's had a couple of good moments, couple of bad moments. He was okay in Leicester in certain parts, should have scored, but I just give him a C. I think C is fair for Ben Doak. This is where it gets interesting. Hey. Gakpo, Diaz, Nunez, and Jota. Let me actually start with Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, someone that's been under a little bit of criticism. Who told you that, Waves? Luis Diaz, someone who's been under a little bit of criticism, started the season real well. Tell me your thoughts on Luis Diaz and your ranking, because, like, it's something that I think about, I'm gonna be honest with you. Does Diaz deserve a high rating even? Does Diaz, like, like, man, don't even know what to say, bro. Like, where am I gonna rank Diaz now? Because I'm thinking, okay, now I'm thinking about, if I give Diaz, what will I give Gakpo and Jota? Like, I don't know the totality of it, like, because we also have to remember we cannot. Chat, what do you guys say? Just had to remind you all there of the Hamza picture. If I'm being objective, I think Diaz is in the B. I think in the first two games, he was one of our better players. After that, there was a little bit of a drop off. My biggest issue with Diaz is decision making in the final third. That remains my biggest problem with Luis Diaz. I think he needs to make quicker decisions. I think C is a bit too harsh because he did score against Chelsea. He scored when needed. I think B is fair. I'm going to be honest with you. He hasn't been amazing. He hasn't been crap. Should have scored against Spurs. He actually scored the tougher chance. It's a joke at this point. They're just robbing Mo Salah of assists. I think B is fair with Luis Diaz. I think most of the chat agrees as well. Now, Cody Gakpo. What have you made of Cody this season? What have you made of Cody this season? Let me know. Where are you ranking Cody? Where are you ranking Cody Gakpo? Has Gakpo been worse than Diaz or better? Better than Diaz, worse than Diaz, chat. What are you telling me? Or is he just been in the same ranking? Like, I simply cannot give Gakpo a high rating. I'm so sorry, I just can't. I can't give him a high rating. I don't know, man. He scored against Spurs away. Scored in the Carabao Cup, you know. Expected more of him as starting this season. I think he's been the same level as Diaz. I'm not even going to go over the top. I think B is fair with Cody. I expect more. I think I wouldn't be too mad if someone said this, but I'm going to go this. I think B is fair for Cody Gakpo, to be honest with you. He's played in midfield as well, exactly what you just said, which isn't even his fault. So I cannot even say anything bad for Cody. I'm just, yeah, he's been okay. He's been fine. B. Next up, let me leave Nunes till the end because Lauren is about to cry. I'll make Lauren send a, I can genuinely, mind F Lauren to the point where she sends a £20 super chat. I could make $20 right now. Easiest 20 Canadian dollars I've made my whole life. Because Lauren and Nunez is a special relationship. It's more than football. So anyway, Diogo Jota. Before we head to Darwizi. Where are you putting Diogo Jota? Where you putting Diogo Jota? Now, Jota's been better than Gakpo and Diaz, in my opinion. Jota has been better than Gakpo and Diaz. Lauren, I ain't lying. You would send $20 so quick if I put him anywhere less than a certain letter. I know you. Oh, I know you. I know your types. That's the easiest $20 I've made my whole life. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be fair. Oh God. Jota. Jota this season. Let us think about Diogo Jota for a second. Solid performances. What has he even done this season? Any wrong? Don't even necessarily think he's done anything wrong this season, to be honest with you. Should have a higher output because he only has 2 goals. in 7 games. But if Diaz and Gakpo are in B, then for me, Jota's a B+. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is too high. I don't think he's been an A. I think he's been a B+. That's my honest opinion. I think B+ is fair. He's been better than Gakpo and Diaz for me. So I think B+ is completely fair and objective. I've been so objective this video, I'm actually proud of myself. Like, I've actually pushed all agendas to the side and been as objective as possible. The fact that I haven't given Endo an F shows how objective I've been. So, like, look, it's like sometimes when Jota plays, you're like, you miss Diaz, and sometimes when Diaz plays, you miss Jota. They're both good for different elements of things. But I think Jota being in a B+ is fair because I think he's been better than Gakpo and Diaz. And finally, last squad player. Hey. Darweezy. You just got Darweezy. Where are we putting Darwin Núñez? Speak. Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez. See? Didn't I tell you? I even lied. It wasn't even a $20 super chat. It was $27. Now, for the first time ever, and I have to say thank you. First of all, W's in the chat for Lauren. Forget the letters. W's in the chat for Lauren right now for the super chat. Big up to you, Lauren. Big up to you, Lauren. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support. This is the first time I'm actually going to overrule a super chat. Darwin Núñez's job is to score goals. And the reality is he belongs here. I'm so sorry. Darwin Núñez 100% belongs next to Endo. I'll tell you why. I cannot start season 2 with, oh my God, he gets into the right positions, all of that. I can't. How am I supposed to sit up here and give him any credit for getting into the right positions? I've always said he needs to improve his overall gameplay, and he's done exactly that. He's in my top 5 list. I was going to put him in A anyway, Lauren. When I tweeted it out, my top 5 list is exactly the top 5 players on this list. As you guys can see, Salah, Alisson, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, and Darwin Núñez have been our 5 best players this season. I'm not having it from anyone. And I smoked Micah Richards earlier on for good reason. With new information, I bring new opinions. I'm not the type of guy to say the same shit over and over again. Give me new information, I'll give you new opinions. And you know why Darwin Núñez is an A? Something that I've criticized him for. Ding, ding, ding. I dare anyone in the chat tell me why for Hussam Darwin Núñez is an A. I want to know if you know why I've criticized. Why is Darwin Núñez an A? Because Darwin Núñez has missed chances. He's missed versus Villa. He's missed versus Union. He's missed in many games. Now tell me why is Darwin Núñez an A for me. First guy to get it will get a shout out. Big up LFC for the double. Link up play. Team player. Exactly. Bro, I've always said, give me something. Brother, either be a goal scorer or link up play. Help out the people. And I'll be so honest with you. His all-round play, selection, even me and selection agree. His all-round play has been so much better than before. It's actually a joke how much better his all-round play has improved. He has improved. He's gotten better. His all-round play, his passing has improved. He's done well. And I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if there's some sort of magical Uruguayan Egyptian connection that I've never heard of my entire life. But there is something when Salah and Núñez, they get on the pitch together and something happens. What is that something? I've got no idea. But that something happens and they just link up play so well. Now, do I want to slap the shit out of Núñez sometimes when he misses too many chances? Absolutely. Sometimes I want to take Darwin and go like, score, you bastard. Like, I just want to score. That Villa game, he got on my nerves because he missed 3 sitters and scored the hardest one. But Salah and Núñez have some sort of connection. They have some connection on the pitch that I cannot explain. Now, Salah, make no mistake, he makes the players around him better. So Salah is someone who would make Gakpo better, he'd make Diaz better, he'd make Jota better. He's someone that would make all of them better. But the reality is, my people, Darwin Núñez is deserving of an A. He's so deserving of it. Whether Lauren sent in the super chat or not, he would have been an A in my list. He would have been. And he deserves it. He deserves it completely. And he's someone that's just absolutely been great for us this season. And it's not just about runs. It's about link-up play and actually genuinely being better. So we have to, once again, Lauren, this is, as you know, this is Football Family. They all spammed the W's for you and deserve it as well. Thank you for the super chat. But I would have put him in A regardless, because I think he was great. He was great. Look at her crying in the chat. I feel like Lauren just won the World Cup in her mind, man. Big up to Abu Bakr, who says, Hussam, let's be fair. W's in the chat for Abu Bakr as well. This is his third super chat. W's to Abu Bakr, man. Hussam, let's be fair. Gakpo was returning to his form when he got injured. If he was fit, he would have probably won the Brighton game. I mean, he scored a goal against Spurs, one goal. I wouldn't necessarily. Oh, Lauren's crying 100%. 100% right now. It's cold in Canada, so she probably has a, blanket around her in her jacket. Hussam put Núñez in the A. She 100%. There is tears down her eyes right now. Anyway, thing is, I respect Gakpo, and I'm one of Gakpo's fans, but I don't think anything higher than a B is fair, because then I'm discrediting Núñez. I'm discrediting Curtis Jones. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I am discrediting Curtis Jones, because Curtis Jones has definitely been one of our 5 better players this season. Big up to Domo, who sends in a super chat. He says, putting Jota in the B+ category is criminal. It's definitely an A. Well, I don't think it's criminal because he has 2 goals. But out of respect for your super chat, I'm going to put him in the A just for you. But for me, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's criminal at all. I think B+ is fair and objective. I think B+ is definitely something that he deserves to be in. That's the deserved place for Diogo Jota. And I don't think I've been unfair at all this whole video. I've actually been really objective. But out of respect for you, Domo, I'm going to put him in the A. Big up to Here to There, who says Darwin has been better than Haaland this year. Oh, Here to There. Easy. I mean, Haaland wouldn't. Domo, I respect my people. Listen, Domo, I mean, Here to There. I'm not going to go that far, but as a footballer, he has been better. So let me just show you guys the overall ranking. As you guys can see, 3 best players this season: Salah, Alisson, and Szoboszlai. Next 3 are Curtis, Núñez, and Jota. After that, it's Kwanzaa, Gomez, Matip, Trent, and Gravenberch. Kelleher, just been solid. Konate, Virgil, McAllister, Diaz, and Gakpo. Robertson, Elliott, and Doak in the C. Endo in the D. Adrian, he hasn't even played, but he can hold that in the F section. And Tsimikas in the F. Now, you might think I'm going to end the video or I'm going to go, but I'm not, because I have something to talk about. And it's been something that's been on my mind, because I just absolutely can't stand the Premier League right now. Before I do that, I want you all, oh my God, Lauren, I want you all to spam W's for yourselves, because I think we've actually done a really good job in this player ratings. W's for all super chatters, W's for everyone who likes, W's for everyone who subscribed. You guys are elite. I wouldn't trade the 163 of you here for 16,000 people on other channels. I love you all. Actually, genuinely love you all. Everyone slap the like button right now. Everyone subscribe. W's for you. W's for the viewers. W's for the subscribers of This Is Football. Icons in the chat, man. W's for yourself. Now, spam L for the Premier League. Spam L for the Premier League right now. How dare you? How dare you? Another time. You're giving me a 12:30 kickoff? Are you actually taking the piss at this point? Are you actually taking the actual piss at this point? How disrespectful to Liverpool Football Club yet again. If I come up here and I say there's an agenda against Liverpool, they'll tell me, oh, victim mentality. Liverpool fans always like to make it about themselves, blah, blah, blah. Shut the hell up. We are going to have 4 first international break, 12:30 kickoff. Second international break, 12:30 kickoff. Third international break, 12:30 kickoff. And it's away at Man City. Away at Man City. And you're giving me a 12:30 kickoff when Núñez is going to be in Bolivia 24 hours before the game. Are you actually taking the piss? 12:30 kickoff for Liverpool versus Manchester City. This is disgraceful. This is actually disgraceful. When will these people who plan games get their you-know-what together? I'm actually sick of it. I'm actually genuinely sick of it. Pascal Gross should have been sent off against them in the Brighton game. We got robbed against Spurs, and they now give me a 12:30 kickoff against Man City. Premier League, I understand that you want an Arsenal-Manchester City title race, but don't try cheat me out of being involved. Huh? I get it. Arsenal versus Man City, and people are going to watch and blah, 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 and you want something new. But don't try cheat me out of it. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but I believe in it now. Come on, man. How are you giving me a 12:30 kickoff in possibly the biggest game of the season, Manchester City versus Liverpool? How many people are going to watch it around the world? And you're putting it on a 12:30? Are you mad? It's so disgusting. 12:30 kickoff. Liverpool versus Manchester City. What? Red Lion of Teranga lives in the West Coast. He's going to be up at 5 a.m. Lauren lives in Canada. She's going to be up at 6 a.m. People who live on the East Coast are going to be up at 7 a.m. watching that game. 6:30 a.m. There you go then. Come on, man. 12:30 kickoff. How about the Sunday slot? How about the Sunday slot? Oh, it's because City play on a Tuesday. Oh, so you're going to ruin us because City play on a Tuesday. I ain't trying to see that. I'm trying to see that, man. It's just absolutely pathetic. And I'll be honest with you. Inshallah, I plan on watching the next Klopp press conference, and I hope he speaks on it. I genuinely do. I genuinely hope he speaks on it. It's actually genuinely disgusting. This is the biggest game in the Premier League. This is the game that people all over the world will sit around to watch, and you're putting it on a 12:30 kickoff when I've got McAllister, Nunez, Diaz. Literally 24 hours before. In Bolivia, in Colombia, in Argentina. Like, what? Bro, it's actually, it's genuinely a disgrace. I'm not even doing the whole, I'm not even doing the whole, oh my God, you're a victim, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm being dead serious. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's actually a disgrace at this point. It's actually a disgrace at this point. How are you not giving me the Sunday kickoff? Or at least make it Saturday 5:30. 12:30 kickoff. Make it Saturday 5:30. On that day, on 5:30, they've probably got a dead match anyway. They'll probably rather show us Palace versus Forest or some shit, same thing they've done. Whoever's been responsible for the Premier League scheduling this season, he needs to be fired. At once, immediately. Needs to be fired. Always directly needs to be fired. Whoever the hell has been responsible for scheduling, get a new guy responsible. Because he's clearly not doing his job properly. Bloody hell, man. 12:30 kickoff. 12:30 kickoff. 3 of my important players are all South Americans. 12:30 kickoff. Are you taking the piss? I hope Jurgen Klopp pulls a Ferguson and just withdraws his players. It's actually a joke, you guys. I just genuinely cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. I get it. The Premier League want me to not be involved in the Arsenal City title race. I get it. You know, you want your own little title race thing, but don't corrupt me out of being involved. Taking the piss, man. And speaking of afraid of City, you know, Lauren, thank you, and all the people like the agenda merchant in the chat talking about we're afraid of City. Name me the club that has a gold medal versus Pep Guardiola in the Premier League. I'll wait. Yalla, I'll wait. Who's the one club that has a gold medal against Pep? Go on then. Who? Go on. There's only one club who has a gold medal against Pep Guardiola in the Premier League. In the last 10 years, there are only 2 managers who beat Pep Guardiola to a league title. Mourinho and Jurgen Klopp. That's it. 2 managers. No one else. And if we're talking about Conte, Man City finished 4th that season. They weren't in a title race to begin with. I'm talking about in a title race. Jurgen Klopp beat them. Hold that. Talking about scared my ass. Big up to you, LRFC, who says that's Fuzzy as well. Big up to you, Fuzzy. Says keep on smashing it, bro, killing it. Thank you so much, Fuzzy. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Premier League corruption, man. It has to stop, man. It has to stop. This is pathetic. Giving me 12:30 kickoff when I've got 3 players in South America. Absolute nonsense. Thank you so much, Fuzzy, for the super chat, Habibi. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. Before you head out, make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Big up to Fuzzy. Big up to Here to There. Big up to Domo. Big up to Lauren, Billy, Red Line of Teranga, Abu Bakr, and Joe for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've shown me. Friday tomorrow, probably not going to go live. Inshallah, I'm going to go to the barber. And then I've got one side of the tribe visiting us. And then the other side of the tribe visiting us at night. So we'll be back Saturday, inshallah. And then we have Sunday, Al-Ahwa. We've got so much planned for you guys. So stick around. So much planned. So much coming your way, inshallah. So get involved. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. W is for yourself. I'm actually going to put a W just for all my lovely people. W for you guys. This community, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. This community is a family. We brothers and sisters, we together. And I wouldn't trade this for anything, man. You guys are iconic. You guys are elite. And I genuinely love you all, man. This is football, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe. We out, Habibis. We out. Make sure you stick around, by the way. It's going to redirect you to Staffy's stream. He's going to go play pro clubs. Go abuse him and tell him he's shit at FIFA. Peace out, you guys.